G'day guys, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back for another episode of Space Survival. Man, I still can't get over this view, it's just awesome. I definitely picked the right location. Alright, so, last week's episode I got probably half of this done, maybe 2/3, nah, probably about half. So just need to complete the rest of it, and I was just thinking to myself, why is this mining ship here? But that's right, at the end of the last episode I also went and did a cheeky little mining trip and grabbed myself some more iron. So I would like to know though, how much iron do we actually have? In fact, how many steel plates have we got? Alright, so it looks like we've got 16,000 steel plates, and if I have a look at my refineries, we've got a fair bit of iron, so 28k, and then another 70k to be refined. So I'll just place that in. Yeah, so I think we should have enough to get this done. One thing I would like to do at a later stage is go ahead and swap out these welders here for grinders and then use them to grind this thing down. And I think, honestly, the next time I use some sort of a template, I'm not going to make it so complicated. Like, I'm not going to make, you know, these curved sides here. I'm just going to make it a square, and then where the structure kind of meets the rock, I'm only going to concentrate on drilling that out neatly, but the rest of it I just don't really care about because it just took way too much time and it wasn't really worth it. And then I would like to make a start on this as well. So yeah, this is going to be our main control center, and I would really like to make a start on this. Alright, so this is probably going to be another time-lapse heavy video. I know people kind of enjoy them, but if it does get annoying, please let me know down in the comments below. Alright guys, and there we go. So everything is now welded up with the exception of a couple of blocks here on the outside, but I think I can get those by hand. So yeah, let's just quickly do that. I need to get myself a few steel plates here. Oh, looks like there is some stone here. Don't know why that stone is there, but that's alright. Doesn't really matter. Okay, let's get these bits done. Now, you might have seen me going really slow on the corners. Don't miss that block. You might have seen me going really slow on the corners, like kind of here and stuff. The main reason for that was that I was trying to get the blocks behind done. Obviously though, these blocks weren't done, so we're going to have to do those by hand. Yep, that's those done. Looks like these ones here are the incorrect blocks. So I'm going to get rid of this one, get rid of this one too. And if I'm not mistaken, these need to be these blocks here. Yep, there we go. And you can see here, this is exactly what I was trying to avoid. This little dent here is caused by me drilling too close to the outside wall. So yeah, that's not really what I wanted. But all the way around, it's pretty much perfect. So there's just that little bit. And honestly, nobody is ever going to notice it. So it should be fine. Alright, I believe that is all of the blocks done. Although there is one block in here that was missing. So where are we? Ah, yep, here we go. This block here was missing. Let's get that welded up. Oh, you're kidding me. Man, I was like one block off. Alright, so now here we have a bit of a problem as well. So there, I've got to grind that. Oh, this is like right in the middle of 4 blocks. How close is this to the edge? Very. Okay, so this I'm going to left click drill. And that should be enough to get rid of that. Ah, that's alright. Fine. You can drift away if you want to. Let's get that fixed. Weld that up. Grab some more steel plates and then we can get the other block done. Oh wait, I didn't drill this out. Alright, how close is that to the edge? It's pretty far away. So, okay, let's grind this out. Or drill this out, sorry. Mixing up my words. Oh man, English is just too hard today. Let's get this block done. Right, now it is 110% complete. The only thing is it's really dark in here. And I don't know if I really want this skin. This skin is really... I don't know, for a futuristic asteroid base, it probably doesn't make sense having a battered armor skin. So maybe we can go for something different. I might... there's the clean armor. Plastic armor. We do have the sci-fi armor, so maybe let's select that. Although I want to go for like a bit more of a grey color. See, it's funny because if I go the battered armor, this color is actually black, but it doesn't appear to be black. It appears to be like a really dark grey. Now I do like that color, so I'm going to go for the sci-fi armor, but we're going to try and maybe make it about the same color as what it is now. So I think that's looking pretty good. So let's go Control Shift middle mouse button, and that should change the color of the entire grid. Yeah, that's more like it. That is a much more interesting skin, and it looks like I've missed out some blocks here as well. Alright, let's put those in, get those welded up. Fantastic. Okay, so I think that is now everything actually done. Is it? Yeah, it looks like it. Wow, this armor looks really good, eh? I should use this more often. Okay, so the second thing we need to, or the next thing I need to do is kind of do some sort of decoration in here. So normally what I would do is have some sort of a, I don't know, ribbing effect or something like that, but I really need to put in some lights here to find out what I want to do, so I can see what I'm actually doing. Alright guys, so I think before I go ahead and add some lighting inside the hangar, I would like to add some kind of decorative lighting on the outside. Now I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with a game called EVE Online, but in that game there is like a lot of the keep stars and kind of entrances to space stations and things like that have kind of spotlights pointing out from the entrance of the hangar. So I want to do something similar, however I want the blocks to kind of be hidden. So in order to do that, we're going to have to probably put them somewhere here. Yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out where exactly that block would be. I might grind out this block here, and then we kind of have a basis on where we're going to put these spotlights. Okay, so I believe that this side is the furthest in towards the asteroid. This side here, as you can see, is fairly far out. This side here as well, I think is... Oh, looks like I forgot to weld up these blocks too, but that's alright. Okay, so we have... I dare say it would probably make sense to put such a block about there. But the question is, how are we going to do that? Alright, so we're fairly far behind. I'm going to drill this out. Let's drill this out a little bit. There we go. And then what I'll do is I'll place a block here. Like so. I shall withdraw the components for a spotlight, and I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit. Well, not really cheat, but I am going to use the game's physics against it. So, as you know, the lighting doesn't really take into account the fact that there's nothing there. Like, okay, so if I put this spotlight down, it doesn't really... It will shine through the wall, even though it's not really supposed to. So let's weld that up. Now let's put the block back that was there before.
Energy low.
Let's weld that up. And now let's go outside and take a look and see what it looks like. Well, it doesn't really look like anything. So it seems like maybe the physics have kind of been sorted to a certain extent. Or maybe not. Okay, where did I put that? I think it was about here. No, it was about there. So what I want to do is increase the radius of this thing. Where is the radius? 120 meters. Alright, let's go for its maximum radius and see what happens. Yeah, that's max radius. Yeah, it's not really working the way I'd hoped. Okay, well... Yeah, that plan didn't really work out too well. I thought it would work, but turns out it doesn't.
Inventory full.
How is my
inventory
full? Oh, of course, yeah. Okay, so let's put our block back here. And I swear there should be a block there, but that's alright. Oh, wait, no, that should be this block. So we spin it around like that. Weld this up. Put the block back down again, but spin it around. Wait, what? There we go. That's better. Alright, so now I guess I'll just go back to my original plan of putting down lights on the roof, and maybe we can figure out something a little bit more ambient on the outside a little bit later. Okay, well I've got all my lights done to an extent, so I think they're probably a little bit close together in this direction, but maybe in this direction, probably not so much. So I think I could actually afford to get rid of them, these middle ones here, and just leave them like that. But I guess we'll dial up the intensity and we'll see how we go. So what I want to do is find all of our interior lights. They should all just be the hangar lights. Let's change the color to the futuristic color that I always use, 190, 215. Let's go for the maximum radius. Fall off, we'll go for 2. Intensity, we'll probably go for 1.2. I don't really want the intensity to be too great. I'm going to set the offset to about 5 meters, and let's see how that looks. Yeah, I mean that definitely lights the space up. So it seems like we have a lot of light. So I wonder what would happen if I were to get rid of, say, this light here. And then we'll get rid of every second light, because I don't think we need that many. So, and let's just see what this side looks like. Are my character's lights on? Yes, they are. Yeah, so I think over this side it actually looks quite decent. There is enough light in there, I think. Now, the question is the hangar really big enough? Is it really big enough? I don't know if that is the case. Where is my actual wall? Seems like there's voxels kind of playing silly buggers over there.
Energy
So it's
low.
about there. So on this side, if I was going to put some connectors down, I can only put connectors along this wall here. I can't place them any further forward. So I am tempted to make this hangar just a little bit bigger, but I'm not sure if I want to go too far. Maybe like another 5 blocks. Not so much 10. I think 10 is just way too much. But, this is the question. Is it too much? Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've removed half of the lights. So as you can see, they're kind of spaced apart pretty evenly. So I think, yeah, there is an even light distribution here, and I don't really need to do anything else. I was kind of thinking about toying with the design of this thing, but I don't know if I really want to mess with it too much. The other thing is I'm not exactly sure if I'm really happy with this whole section here, so I may even get rid of this part here and then replace that with a spotlight or something like that. So let's maybe just get rid of these blocks here. How much space do I have in my inventory? Obviously not enough. Alright, let's put a spotlight here. We'll place it like that, I guess. There we go. Let's pick up these steel plates if I can do so. Yep, that should be fine. And then we'll place a block either side of that. And then we'll see how that looks. Wait, what is that noise? What is that? Okay, alright. Well, that's a freighter. You know what? Let's go check this thing out. I'm probably gonna die here, but let's check it out anyway. It looks like a relatively large ship. Let's equip our grinder, because I don't have a rifle on me. So apparently this is a neutral signal, so it won't attack me. What is this thing? This is interesting. Let's see here. Let's jump on. Can I open this? No, I cannot. Let's put our dampeners to auto. Let's turn on our jetpack and let's investigate this thing. Alright, so how many weapons does this thing have on board? We have a weapon there. We've got a weapon there. And we have a weapon there. But we do not have any weapons on top. Okay, so this weapon here. I dare say the moment I start grinding down blocks, this thing's going to start firing upon me. It looks like it has an incomplete cargo container. That is interesting. We have a complete large cargo container. We have one single door, and it looks like we have a hallway, although that hallway is not going to be very good because that gun... Okay, so I think I can kind of disable this thing, more or less. I dare say though, as soon as I start grinding, this thing's going to accelerate at full speed. And it's going to leave my base behind. Where is my base? 3.6 kilometers away. Alright. Let's do it. Let's see how we go. Alright, so we've got our door. Alright, fantastic. So, it looks like here is where we've got our cargo. Let's get rid of this assembler. We don't need that. Goodbye. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so that's one Gatling turret disabled. Where is the other one? I believe it is on the other side of this cargo container, so let's hack that down. Where is this other... I want to be kind of careful here. Alright, so we've got our Gatling turret there. I am surprised it is not firing upon me. Very surprised. I believe I need to get below a certain point. Is there like a cockpit in this thing somewhere? Oh, but of course, access is denied. Let's grind down this side. I'm going to assume that because this side is locked, this is where the cockpit is. Alright, let's go up here. Seems like we have our control seat. Let's weld this back up. Can I slow down? Yeah, I can. I can drive this thing. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's turn the inertial dampeners back on. And we have commandeered this vessel. Although I don't think I want to take it too close to my base. I guess we'll get within like, I don't know, a kilometer, and then we'll see how we go from there. I don't know why I decided to commandeer this vessel, but why not? Just something different to do, you know what I mean? Right, let's maybe slow down a little bit. Thrust. So I wonder if I exit this ship, will it start autopiloting to another destination, or what's the go? I've never encountered one of these things before. I think honestly the smartest thing to do would be to possibly disable the weapons. I think that's going to be the best course of action. So let's maybe get rid of this weapon here. Actually, you know what? I do believe that I did grind down a cargo container. So perhaps what we can do is weld this thing back up. Let's get rid of this conveyor, because we won't use many materials getting rid of that. And let's try and get all of the ammo out of this. Looks like we have 24 ammo boxes in the Gatling turret. Although, which one is that? That is a good question. Is the thing going to fire on me now? You know what? Let's grind it down. There we go. That's the first one ground down. Ooh. Looks like we have some interior turrets as well. Let's grind that down. I didn't see that before. What else have we got? We've got another Gatling turret over this side. Nah, it doesn't look like it's going to fire on me. I think I need to get to a certain point of distrust by this faction before they start firing on me. Let's just have a look. So let's go to factions. What faction is this? This is ICDR or something like that. Hang on. Let's grind something down and just see what happens. FCIN. Alright, let's check that faction out. FCIN. We're at negative 143, so... yeah, I still have a decent reputation with these guys, so they're not going to fire on me just yet. But I just don't know what is really valuable in this thing. What is really valuable in this? Well, we have a bit of ammo, but that's about it. I don't know if I can actually see into the other cargo containers given the fact that they're not owned by me. What do we have in here? Alright, let's move across to the front. So let's have a look here. Ooh, I can take the ammo. I could weld this back up and probably take the ammo from this as well. And then I could probably weld this one up and take the ammo from that too. Yeah, honestly, I think this was kind of an exercise in futility, but hey, it was kind of interesting to check this thing out anyway. It's strange because half of these solar panels are kind of incomplete, which is bizarre. You know what I'm going to do with this thing? I think what I'm going to do is just leave this thing kind of like floating near my base, and it can act as like kind of a decoy. So every time something comes to attack my base, then this thing will kind of be there to act as cannon fodder. I think that's a reasonable expectation for this thing. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think I should do with this. I am kind of reluctant to grind it down too much because I don't want to get another faction as my enemy, but I guess, you know, maybe it doesn't really matter that much. Maybe what we'll do is we'll put it on the other side of the asteroid so that if it does become unfriendly, it doesn't start shooting up my base. And it looks like my ship isn't shooting this thing up, so that is also good. Let's go and park this thing about here. A little bit further. A little bit further. There we go. And we shall move it across a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. So, I guess one thing I can do is I can retrieve a little bit of platinum from the engines of this thing. But, yeah, I don't know if I really need it. Although, I may do in the future, so... yeah, we can kind of leave this thing here for future reference. Alright, now, where was I before I got totally distracted by that ship? Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I went ahead and I put some spotlights here. Okay, let's maybe cover these things up. I don't really like the look of these things being the way that they are, so perhaps what we can do is put a panel here, here, and here, and then we can do the same thing on this side. Panel here, here, and here. Wait, let me weld these up and see what they look like. Did I put them in the correct orientation? I guess it really doesn't matter either way. I just kind of want to hide this spotlight, but at least, you know, there's like a kind of visual representation of where this thing is. Alright, let's maybe get rid of this, this, and this as well. Wait, I'm upside down. Ooh, the gravity generator on my ship is given influence towards...
Inventory full.
Really? Yeah, as I was saying, the gravity generator on my ship is influencing this hangar. So I really need to change that. Alright, let's go ahead and change that, because that is kind of not cool. And somebody else mentioned this in the last video. So what we're going to do is show gravity range. So let's have a look at that. It doesn't show us anything at this point in time, but I think if we exit and then we enter the cockpit again, then maybe it will. Alright, let's have a look at this gravity generator. What? 150 by 150 by 150? That is just ridiculous. So how many blocks wide is the ship in total? Right, so we've got... let's go from this point onwards. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4... so 8 blocks plus the 9th block in the middle. So 9 times 2.5 is 22.5, but I don't even know what direction that is, because what I should be able to do is see... do we have the antenna on this ship actually turned on? Yes, I do. So why can I not see the gravity range? Alright, there we go. So I have decided to show it on HUD. Oh, I'm dying! I'm dying!
Your health
Give me
is
some
low.
Give me some oxygen. Ooh, that was pretty close.
Your health is critical.
Why is this thing not... Oh, no! Oh... Man. Medical room. Let's go with this one. Alright, let's respawn here and try and get my stuff back before it descends into the abyss. Is it gonna stay put? What? Why are my dampeners off? What is going on here? Ah! Alright, here we go. Control Z. There we go. Right, let me retrieve my stuff. So I'm going to get rid of this stuff. Well, actually, no. Alright. Let's try and deposit my old welders and stuff into my old body because I don't really want that stuff. Okay. Now you can float away. Control Z again. Turn my auto dampeners off. Why would the creator of the ship set the gravity field to be this big? That is just ridiculous, and it is wasting so much power. Alright, so let us try and sort this out. So let's go to gravity generator. Okay, so that's sorted out. We've got some random ship that we kind of salvaged, although we kind of semi-salvaged it. Yeah, it is a random episode, is it not? But yeah, alright. Not really sure what I want to do next. Perhaps we can put some more spotlights. Where can we put more spotlights? Perhaps we can put some here. Let's maybe get rid of a block here, and then maybe a block here as well. And same thing on the other side. Well, actually, you know what? This isn't going to work because these are half blocks. So we can't put a spotlight here. So let me put the half blocks back, and then perhaps we will have to put our spotlights at least on these corners, maybe somewhere here. I think we'll place them there. So let's grind these blocks back and then place our spotlights here, whilst also welding back up the blocks that we just ground down. Alright, now we've got those blocks done. Let's go ahead and put in our spotlights. I'm going to rotate them this way so that the kind of flutes, I guess you could call them, are horizontal to kind of match the... Ooh, that was rather lucky. Let's weld these up and see what it looks like. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, if I'm looking at it from here, it looks kind of decent. Why is this one not lit up? Have I not finished this one yet? I thought I had finished that. Alright, let's finish that one then. Alright, let's pick up these steel plates. Let's put in a block either side. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I was kind of hoping for more of a kind of pencil beam, much like what these spotlights do, the small grid ones, but the larger grid ones seem to be a little bit less of a pencil beam and more of a like a wide beam. And I don't know if that's really what I'm after, but yeah, I guess we'll kind of play it by ear and see how it looks later on. Alright, moving on. So I want to kind of drill this out. Now, I honestly believe that the control center is big enough once we get to this point, so I don't really want to make it any bigger than that. So how many blocks short are we on this side? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks here. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and probably the better part of about 9 blocks to get us fully into the mountain. So I am going to build a template for this as well. Although, like I said before, I'm not really going to concern myself too much with making this corner a corner. I'm just going to make it a square grid, and then I'm going to drill that out by hand, and yeah, we'll kind of go from there. So the question is though, do I grind this thing out by hand, or do I use my ship to do so? I know the ship might seem like the faster option, but that's not always the case. Maneuvering the ship around to actually grind this stuff out is not really as fast as doing it by hand. And I mean, here, check this out. So if I go like that, yeah, like I'm grinding out blocks really, really quickly. So it's just not really going to take me that long to do it by hand. So perhaps that is what I am going to do. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've ground down the existing template for the hangar, or the drill guide, I should say. So at this point, what I want to do is make a guide or a drill guide for this thing. Now this is 3 blocks by 11 blocks, so we need to go ahead and make something like that. So let's create a block here. So let's go 11 blocks from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that is 11, including the block that we already had there. So then we need to go back and do the same thing here again. Yeah, except honestly, I don't even know if it's worth using the mining ship to use that to drill out. So, alright, let's go ahead and make this, what did I say, 6 blocks long? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, one thing I found interesting is if you space yourself about 3 blocks from where the block you are placing is, then you can just place 3 blocks like this, and I find this is the most efficient way to place blocks down. And I know some people in the comments section were thinking, well, when you did the hangar, why didn't you just project those blocks onto the ground and then weld them up from there? Well, the reason why I go ahead and I place these blocks down is, well, number one, I didn't actually think about using a projector to do so. The second thing is that if you do go ahead and use that method, then you kind of run into a bit of an issue. Now, the weld ship is kind of hard to keep on track. So quite often what will happen is the welders themselves will be in the middle of the block that you're trying to weld up if it is a projection. So by placing the blocks down already, you kind of eliminate that factor, and you don't miss blocks, and the welders kind of push the weld ship back and make it so that all the blocks get welded up. I hope that makes sense. It kind of makes sense to me, but yeah. Alright, well, it looks like we've got our template, so let's go ahead and Control B this thing. Alright, so now all we need to do is make sure that this section here, where it meets, yeah, I'm gonna drill this out by hand, I think. Maybe just a little bit more on this side. Yeah, let's go a little bit further here. Yep, that's looking pretty good. I want to go a little bit further on the bottom here though, because I think there is still a little bit, like I said before, I mentioned that dent before in the side of the asteroid where I had drilled out the hangar. That is exactly what I don't want to happen here. Okay, so let's just check the outside here and see what we are dealing with. Yep, everything looks like it's perfect. Yeah, and again, I know I'm being rather pedantic about this, but that's just the way I am. Alright, let's go ahead and put a projector down. Probably going to place one about here. Let's make sure it is orientated correctly, and it is. Let's weld that up. I'm going to grab the materials for that. Get this welded up. And then what we shall do is load up this blueprint into that, and then we shall form our drill guide. Alright, so I've got my projection or my drill guide kind of set. It is a little bit strange though. I keep needing to adjust the pitch, which is basically if I was to move the blueprint in that direction, or kind of spin it in that direction, if that kind of makes sense. So yeah, it's a little bit strange. I don't know, like, yeah, when you place that first block down, I guess it's yeah, whatever the XYZ axis words are hard today. Whatever the XYZ axis is of that block, yeah, when you place it down is kind of random. So yeah, don't know how to really circumvent that, but yeah, anyway. Alright, so what I gotta do is, well, I've projected it
Energy
probably
low.
about 10 blocks into the mountain, so you can kind of see here we have our blocks going up to this point, although it only just barely goes one block deeper than what the asteroid is. So I suspect we're going to have to go a little bit deeper, maybe one block. So what I'll do is let's select our drill. Number 3, thank you. There we go. Let's drill a little bit further. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to drill this entire way, all the way through, because this first hole that you drill is kind of, yeah, a little bit of a pain. So once we've got that one drilled, let's drill this one by 1 or 2 blocks. Let's drill this one as well, because this is kind of the outer extents of this drill guide. Now, let's go ahead and change this and project it one more block forward. So let's find our projector, forward offset, let's go for 13, and I think that should be an acceptable level. How are we looking there? Alright, so we're about 2 blocks deep. It's not really as deep as what I would like. I might actually go another 2 blocks deeper than that, or another 1 block deeper than that. Yeah, let's go for 14. Yeah, I can't really see where the projection is, but that's fine. I can kind of guess where this is. Yeah. That was kind of a bad guess, but that's alright. I think ultimately what I'm going to do is probably grind down these 2 blocks here all the way around, because I feel like it is sticking out a lot more than what it should. Alright, well, let's go and recharge, and then from there we can get this stuff dug out. Alright, and there we go. So this entire thing is kind of welded up now, with the exception to these two blocks here. But that's alright, the steel plate's already placed in there, so we just need to kind of finish them up. Yeah, so it's looking pretty good. Now, there is one thing I kind of need to do from this point, so I need to put some windows here. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of grind these blocks back here. So we'll get rid of those. I'll get rid of this block here. And let us see if I can put a window here. So I want a 2x3 window, so we have a 2x3 flat. I probably need to move it up this way. I really want it to be about that direction. Yeah, it is kind of a shame though. Can I reverse this window the other way? Yep, there we go. So looks like on this side it is dark, so I can put it like that. Yeah, it seems like I have, well, sorry, I don't have girders, so let's maybe withdraw the components for that one, and let us place a window here. Let's see how we go with that. Let's place another one over here. And do we have enough room to place one here? Yeah. So I need a 2x3 flat. Probably need to place it this way. Let's grind this down. Let's grab our window once again. So I want a 2x3 flat. Let's go for this one. So we need a 2x3 flat. I'm hoping that if I put a couple of these in, that I should be okay. Oh, this is going to be a little bit tricky. Right, let's place another one here. So now what I need is a 3x1. I don't even think such a window exists. Yeah, I really don't. So that is a bit of a bummer. We're going to have to fill that with maybe 1x1 windows, which I don't really want to do. Or we go 1x2 flat windows, which again, I don't really want to do. That is going to be a bit of an issue. Or perhaps what we can do is maybe get rid of these windows here. And on the edges, we will put 2x1 flats. Let's see. Let's go for maybe... No. Let's go for this. No. I want a 3x2 flat on each side. Let's go for that. A 3x2 on each side. And then I want a 3x3. Which is like that. And again, we're in the same position as we were before. Oh, this is kind of hard to nut out. I'm going to need to kind of figure this out off camera. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going to figure this out off camera. I'll figure out exactly what windows I need to place in there to make it one kind of solid-ish panel. And we'll kind of go from that point onwards. Perhaps what I need to do is make it uneven and make a 3x3 here And then a 2x2 on that side. That's really not what I want to do though. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that one out. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end the episode here because it is kind of getting a little bit long in the tooth. I do apologize for me, changing gears multiple times in this episode, but I really hope you did enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed the time lapses. And next episode, we're going to get really stuck into creating the interior of this base. And also what I wanted to do is, somebody in the comments section mentioned that I should create a laser antenna link between this base and the other. So I am going to do that in the next episode. So anyway, guys, really hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed the time lapses. If you did like it, don't forget to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video.